All right, welcome, Flo. Good morning. Thanks for doing this.
Morning.
How are things going? We just want to catch up with you a little bit. You said you're in Arizona right now. How's your off season been?
Options been good. Usually it be in the on the East Coast right now, and the East Coast is getting annihilated by winter storms. So I
Right.
picked the exact right place to be. I'm doing a bunch of physical therapy, and it's a great location, able to get a wide variety of services and get back to where I was.
Right. Yeah, let me ask you about that because you obviously had the injury at near the end of last season. How's your rehab going? What does a day in the life of Flo look like right now in terms of rehab?
Yeah, in terms of rehab, my big heavier days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So on those days, I'll go like 9:30. So I'll leave the house at 9:30, and then I'll start PT from then, and then I'll probably finish by 2:30. So obviously, PT is different because you're kind of like building everything back up. I think if you don't get the mobility, obviously strength is a huge part of it, but usually you don't take so long on strength. It's just mobility, um, stability, and then you have a lot of stuff making sure the soft tissues right and things like that. So yeah, happy that's what it is now. Now we've been able to do more, get into like more explosive stuff. So it's like, I'm actually really happy with that. Like single leg explosive stuff, not continue, not consistent like mass force production, but man, I'm at 20 weeks, so I think I am where I'm supposed to be. Um, so yeah, hopefully,
Okay.
hopefully by camp, but not trying to rush it too much to just make sure I'm ready for the long term, but ready to contribute as well.
Right. Okay. So you kind of answered my next question, which was, do you think you'll be ready for training camp? Which at this point you don't really know, but you feel
I
good
don't.
about where
Yeah,
things are at.
I don't know. I would because I don't want to get to a point where you haven't done any. I mean, PT, you're doing training too, but you haven't at least you haven't done a bunch of practices, and then you just go. Even people who are not coming off an injury, they do a bunch of training camp level practices where you're standing around a lot. It gets high, it gets cold. The attending has to withstand other different conditions, and then also you don't want to start too early and get compensation on the other leg. So
Right.
just making sure that from a testing perspective, everything is equal before I really ramp up. Um, so it's good. The testing has been going well. Obviously, they're not even yet, but it's getting close. So from strength perspective, obviously, then I need to get the pliability of the tissue back too. So yeah.
This sounds very complicated.
Yeah, it's not complicated. Basically, it's not complicated. Just
Or like
you
it's
need to be you need
multifaceted.
you need to be able to be strong. And you need to be able to move quickly, and I
Yeah.
can't move quickly yet. So I need to make
Okay.
sure I do both.
Got it. Of course. What was that? I think you went through a significant injury earlier in your career, but
Yeah,
the past one in September, like what was that like for you? How did you get through that when you're out at really the time of the season when things start really getting excited, right? And you start looking forward to the playoffs, and then all of a sudden you're out.
yeah, that was tough. I think that was the toughest part about it. To be honest, I wasn't really worried about the rehab. I mean, I did the quad tendon. The quad tendon is much worse, unfortunately. And I mean, I feel like I come back pretty well from it. So I wasn't worried about so much of the injury itself. I mean, every day you have up and downs in rehab, but I just felt like we were so close, and I felt like if I was there, we would have been closer. So that was the hard part, not knowing, I mean, knowing that you can't do anything really about it.
Mhm.
That So that was tough.
how long does it take? I imagine when it happens, you're pretty, I'll use the word depressed or upset or whatever. How long does it take before you come out of that and you're like, okay, this is going to be okay and it's all going to be good eventually?
Um, I wasn't really depressed when it happened. I used to joke with Hutch that I'm fake depressed, so I wouldn't cut my hair for like a few for a few for like a month. But I was just too lazy to cut my hair because I had to walk around. I wasn't walking around like that yet, right? So I wasn't really depressed. I think really because this happened before, I was able to on a bigger scale. It happened before. I was more depressed and worried about it then. Now I kind of know what to expect, and because of that, I don't know. I mean, really enough. I'm thankful that it happened, and I'm ready to see where it leads from there.
What did you what did you like the most about last season? I know obviously it was cut short, but when you think back to last season, kind of what comes to mind is some of the positives.
I think the biggest positive was that we were a team that was told by various people slash media outlets that we were going to be no good, and we saw, and at least especially in the beginning, I saw a team that was hungry, come together, and say we don't really care about the outside noise. It's just going to be how we get better every day and be, be the best to in our minds essentially. So I really appreciated having younger guys, veteran guys all coming together and just saying this is what we're going to do and doing it. To be honest,
Yeah. What do you, I don't know how much you've kept tabs on guys who've signed, guys who have left to the NFL, different things.
yeah,
What are your thoughts on what you see right now? And obviously free agency is coming up, but
yeah,
how
yeah.
do you
Free is already here.
yes, true. That's true.
Even though it says it opens in what at the 8th or something.
Yes, yeah.
British is almost done.
Oh yeah,
but
that's right.
in regards to the players like that bought the NFL and the free agency, I actually pay attention to it quite a bit. I think it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. It starts to put in my mind like, oh, okay, you know, these are the people I'm going to be going against on different. It's going to be it's going to be weird but different, but it's going to be really cool to go against.
Yeah,
So I look at it all around the league. Then I look for us, like the people that we get. If they're going to make us a much better team. We were a good team last year, so
yeah,
and then I like the fact that how we were able to sign. I mean, most everybody, unless they went to the NFL, we were able to retain our players. So when you're able to return a core, and they get to know each other over time, and they have these prior relationships, but I think it just makes them a more cohesive unit going into the next season, which I believe bodes well for us.
yeah,
I'm happy with the NFL guys as well. Hutch is getting his opportunity. J. Rob, Alfred too. So yeah,
yeah. It is pretty cool for them. Tough for the Stamps, but yeah, it's cool to see them go there. Obviously every year the goal is to win the Grey Cup, but considering Calgary hosts it next year, how much hungrier does that make you to be in that big game?
uh, the I mean, I feel like I'm hungry every year, but I will say that it's pretty cool to be able to win the Grey Cup in your own backyard. I can't think of many teams that have done that. So I can imagine because I know after you win the Grey Cup, you go party in that city. Then you go back to your city, you party too. But it'd be cool, like to not have to go anywhere, and we know exactly where we're going right after. Uh, that'd be cool, and all the festivities will happen quicker because you don't have to worry about going back and stuff. So
Okay.
it's I know I'm just talking about the fun stuff, but the fans deserve it too. I mean, we haven't been to the game as an organization since 2018. So um, so it would mean a lot to do it in Calgary for the fans, and I think it'll be unique for the guys. Like I said, I think there's a team that I believe deserves to win. I don't think many people on the team have won a Grey Cup here, Grey Cup here, and I think it's a team that deserves to. Honestly, just even for them, I want them to be able to have that opportunity. I think it's one of the games in Canada where it finally makes you feel like, oh wow, this is like a big deal. Um, so I think that having that for them would be amazing.
Okay, last question. What's the most interesting or the most fun thing you did in the off season? Any good
Um,
stories? Did you travel anywhere? You did because of your injury, but
well, I am going to Italy at the end of this month.
oh,
That's going to be great. Oh well, hopefully it should be great.
good.
Gonna go Milan, Florence, and Rome, so that'll be cool. But so far, maybe this past weekend I was in LA. A lot of Grammy stuff was going on. I got to see one of my favorite artists. That was what I did, and then just relaxing at home with family. Those will be the best things. And Arizona's weather is amazing. That's
Yes,
so I can't. I guess I couldn't pick one.
no snow in Arizona. That's probably the best thing.
No snow in Arizona. they have the keg in Blanco here. The Canadians have taken over Arizona.
Oh yeah, I know. They love it there. The snowbirds.
Yeah, don't blame
There,
them.
all the Albertans go there for not all, but yeah, tons
Yeah,
of.
I think I must be one of the Albertans at this point.
Does anybody recognize you? I wonder.
No, but I saw a few people. The insufferable Saskatchewan people. They had their hat. I see their hats everywhere. So.
That's awesome. The insufferable Saskatchewan people. That's amazing. Okay, thank you so much for this. Appreciate the time. Good to hear that your rehab is going well, and we'll probably see you at the beginning of training camp is the next time we'll catch up with you.
Sounds great.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Flo.